guys, it's April and it is, I believe, let's see, day 7 of our 12 days of Christmas in July. And I know that we did this flower last night on a box, but we're doing it again, but just a little bit differently, for a frame, for some framed art. For some, you may want to call this a card. You can do it as a memorial, like a mini shadow box. There are several different things, and we'll get into that more in just a moment. But I'm going to go ahead and get the pieces ready so I can get this stuff out of the way. And we're just going to take our petals and our flower tools, and I am just going to give some pressure and put some curl on these flowers. Now I've already done the small one there. Same thing, just using a smaller tool, and I'll probably use it on some of the smaller ones there. But we're just breaking down that paper and getting a little bit of crinkle and wrinkle to it and some dimension. It's going to be really pretty, I think. You guys are going to love this. Now I'm using Cricut paper, and I'm also using some paper from, and this is just a little thicker than copy paper from Hobby Lobby, and we're just going to curl some of that up as well. It's going to come here. It's going to want to roll around. We're just going to break that paper down the same way. This will break down just a little bit faster usually. Just going in circles, putting pressure, and they'll cup all on their own. So we're just going to keep all that separate from the small one. Since I've already cupped them, it can be hard to tell apart the sizes. So that when you need to separate them when you take them off your mat and curl them separately, so you have, if you're using this, so you have them the right size petals together. Now you can use anything you want to use in this framed art. You can use a red truck, you can use a stocking, you can use Santa, you can use anything. You can use a family photo, do your Christmas card. But my main reason for making this framed art was for the engravers, but I wanted to give everybody else something that they could do with this as well. So I am doing it this way, plus the fact that I don't have my aluminum sheets from Cricut yet. So you can put one of the aluminum sheets you've engraved in here, guys. You're going to love this. So that's all there is to curling the flower, and we're just going to set them to the side. I've also got some Nuvo drops, and I am using the Dream Drops in Gold Luxe, and I've got some cord here from, it's Craftsmith, so it's either Hobby Lobby or Michael's, I want to say, but some gold cord or whatever colors you're using. And then I have cut a couple of my panels from the paper from Paper Studio, Hobby Lobby as well. And this is like some aged sheet music, and it's done in red, so you guys can see. And it says on the first day of Christmas. So really pretty there. And then I print and cut my panels out of the same thing. And then I have, this is the outside, this is the sleeve for the framed art, and I cut it in an off-white ivory color. I don't know if that, I don't think that's Cricut. I don't know what it is, but I couldn't find my Cricut cream color, which is what I really wanted. And then this is the back of the frame, and when we put that together, we're going to put that together face down. So you've got the back. You've got your 2 panels, which I cut out of that brushed as well for my print and cuts, just to give them a pop of color. And then you've got 4 frame pieces. And that's what we're going to work with first, are the frame pieces. And hopefully everything fits, because I've tweaked this file a couple of times, and it's like 7 o'clock, and I haven't got these files out to you guys yet. Hopefully I can see the score lines. But I scored this with the scoring wheels. I should have cut this face down, is what I should have done, so I could see my score lines. Wow. They're hard to see on here. There it is. You're just going to fold on your score. That looks right. And I am going to get my finger and give that a good press. Go over here and give that one a good press. Looks like I may be off a little bit there. You want to make sure that you're on your scores. I'm going to suggest that you flip this over and score it, really, just to make it easier. I'm having a really hard time seeing those scores on this brushed, and I don't have another piece to cut. This one scored pretty good, but the rest of them, you see the difference? I don't know why. Those were so tough to see. I better check the file. I tweaked everything so many times I may have accidentally detached them. But then they weren't on a mat by themselves. So I'm just going to fold these. Hopefully get them all right. This one I can see, so I'm going to use it and judge it by that. I thought those were awful light. This is going to be so pretty. So get all of those scored, like so. And I'm debating on whether to use glue or to use score tape. And I think I'm going to use tape. I'm going to use tearing tape, I think. Just for time purposes, for one. And since it's the true brushed. No, that's not going to stick. It doesn't like it. Okay, let me pause and get my score tape. Okay, let's see. Maybe it will like this one better. But this is the short side. We're going to put some score tape on that. I'm just going to trim that off. I didn't get that on very straight, did I? And that's not coming off, so. And just going to peel that off, and we're going to create a box. I have to put some on there too. I don't know where my thin one is. Use this. Might be better just to put it on this side, the long side. I was using glue on the other, so you guys forgive me. This is the first one I cut out of the brushed, and I hope I've got everything right. That's why I went ahead and cut it from my nice materials. There, and we're going to create the frame. Oh, this is going to be tricky when I put it on both sides. Ooh, that's going to go there. Hopefully I can get this right. Just going to make a box like so, okay? You're seamless to the back, so we're not going to worry if I'm off just a little bit. Seamless to the back. And let's see if I can get these to work for me. Now that scoring tool went through there, but it just lost pressure for some reason, because I could see the indentation, but it didn't dent here. I am going to pause, guys, and I am going to make my scores on these, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so I don't know why it did that. They are attached in the file, but I came back and I have scored using my score pal where it's supposed to be, and I recut the one because I messed one up, so I've recut it, and hopefully everything will be fine from this point. And let me get rid of that. I've knocked all of my flowers into the floor with my score pal. So let's go ahead. I'm going to finish folding these. On their right score lines. Push down. I love that this stuff doesn't crack. It's going to be great for this project, I hope. If not, we'll cut it out of something else. And let's get that one going. Yeah, I don't know why my score wheel decided to score one and not the other three, because everything is attached. Oh well. So now I'm going to take the score tape, and I think I only need it on one side. So we're going to try it now. I'm just going to go right down. Try to keep it straight, this edge. I'd rather have it off a little bit than hanging off the inside of being sticky. Just peel that back. I'm going to fold this in and press that down. And then you can press it to the side and give it a good press if you've got some sticky over here. So just be careful of that. We want that to be sticky. That one is sticky. Let's go ahead and do this one. What happened to my other one? I'm missing one. There it is. I haven't folded it yet. Ribbon. I almost told you guys that I was going to hold off on day 7 till tomorrow, but I decided to go ahead, even if it's late. You guys can have it for working on tomorrow in case I don't get tomorrow's done, and I can maybe get caught up. I had a sick dog, some of you know, so I got really behind. I had everything planned out where I could release in the mornings and then some in the afternoons for some of those who work, and give a variety, and then I got off kilter. So there's that one, and one more. I'm just going to go ahead and put the tape on here now. No, don't do that. It's already stuck. And then we're going to fold that one. Let's cross everything that this is right, because if it isn't, I have to start over, and I don't want to. Let's create that little box. So now you've got some sticky on each one of these. We're going to have to be careful that I do this the right way. You want all of these square pieces to the back when you're putting these together. And we're just going to slide those in and press it down. I want to keep it square. And then same here. I don't know that this brushed is the best idea for this because I need to get that in there. It has a white core. These are really, really, really pretty with solid core cardstocks. And I'll show you what I mean if I, no, too late. It's been taken out, one of my mock-ups. Just want to keep them all square. Let's get that one in there without it sticking. Bring it all together. Please don't pay attention to my mess up on that one because, as you know, I folded that one without a score line. So mine's going to be a little off. All of your corners should fit tight, just like this right here. Just like that. Just make sure you guys can see. They should all fit tight, just like that. And you can take some metallic paint and pull these together. I'm still off here. See if I can get that apart. I'm not too worried about the back. Let's see if that will pull that in. And then we have to put some glue. You can use hot glue or whatever you need to pull these together. I probably should have put some tape on those as well before I put that together. I'm going to use a little glue. I'm just going to pull it in. I think my true brush might have been a mistake, but I'm still going with it so you guys will know how to put it together. I think if I had it to do over again, I would use craft cardstock. Just to give me that pretty brown frame for this type. And I may recut it, we'll see. But I really wanted it to look like metal. So then we're going to flip it over, and then this piece is going to go here on the back. I got a dent in that one too. So I'm going to use red line, score, whatever you want to call it. Place that out of the way. Am I doing this right? No, I am not. Before I stick that down, before you stick that down, you're going to need this piece on there. Ta-da! So let's go ahead and we're just going to basically glue this one right on. Pay attention to the corners and the edge. We don't want anything popping loose because this is going to be the back layer, and the paper is actually going to be what's glued to the brush. So get that on nice and square. Better than I did. And if it's not, you'll want to trim it up. I'm just barely off. If I could get it to scoot. Just pull that off. I think I have it. Love my True Control knife and my self-healing mat. Not off bad, just a fraction. Now that I have that off, this will be the top and this will be the bottom, and I'm going to place that right on there. I still have one more piece right there. And let's flip that over, grab that score tape again. Just gonna get it right on top. Side, and now we're going to peel all of our paper off. Actually, should have just peeled off one. Halfway. I shouldn't have peeled that all the way, but I'm just gonna roll with it here, just so it doesn't have a piece of the tape under. Don't ask me how I did that. Under there. And my luck, it will show. This one back. Just need to make sure. I'm just going to do it this way. The way I'm used to. I have to see the back to make sure I get it straight. And then, let me get this piece. Get those pressed down. My glue isn't holding on those. And pull these out and press those down. Doesn't want to hold up there in the corners, so true brush is not the ideal material for this, but it's still going to be pretty. Okay, we're going to set that to the side. You have a piece like this, and I started folding this before I realized that I needed to wait. I was doing it while cutting. You're going to fold a mountain, a valley, a mountain, and a mountain, so that your piece looks like this. And then you're going to put glue just on this tab here. And you're going to glue this right there. Creating just like a little table tent, okay? Just like so. And then that is going to be redlined to the back here, and that's so that when you have given it, it'll stand up, hopefully. That's the general idea anyway. So I'm just going to fold it flat and put a piece on the bottom. And this cardstock, you may need to do it out of the same material that you do your base with, so that you know it's sturdy enough. I'm hoping that this cardstock is heavy enough for it. And if it isn't, I'll just pull it off and again. So with it folded flat, because you want it at the bottom there, or just above the bottom, just so it has room to tilt, and then you're going to press that on, just like so. Yay, it works. And so that's going to give your frame a stand up. Oops, mine is a little heavy. Okay, there is a way to fix that. I will just make sure that you cut it out of your, if you've got a heavy base like I do. If you cut it from cardstock, you should be fine. Cut it from your same base material that you cut this from, and I'll change the color in the file. So that's what's wrong there. Or maybe I didn't have it up tight enough. Now it's working, so we'll see. Then you have two pieces like this. This is your sleeve. And you have two score lines on those as well. You're going to fold that. And then you have one here. Where are those score lines? There they are. Right there. All right, so now that you've folded those, a little tricky here, you're going to glue them like this, but don't glue completely yet. Just glue one side, because I did use a thick material. I'm about to tell you guys if that will work. The file will work. If you're using basic cardstock, you're going to be fine. But we know that the true brushed is thicker, so you may need to adjust your score line. I probably shouldn't have even folded that one as of yet. But I am making this seam the back, and then this will be the stick. Make sure you stick. You'll want to make sure that that is stuck really well. But you have enough play to adjust your score lines, so if you want to hold off on your score lines to check the material that you used, then you can do that. But you should be fine. Yeah, if I had my score done right, it would be a perfect fit. So now I'm just going to glue that one, make sure that it fit. But the thickness of your cardstock with a sleeve will always matter. So whatever material you're using, no matter where I've put these score lines, if you're using thinner or thicker material, you may need to adjust them slightly. And it should slide in and out, no problem. Yep. Let's give that a minute to dry. You can flatten it down and press it. And then this is the smaller piece. I cut these identical. One is smaller than the other, and it goes on the front of the box. Or the sleeve, I should say. pretty, pretty, pretty. And then I am just going to glue this here. And then I am going to take some of my cord. It's probably more than I need, but that's okay. And some of my foam tape, and I got this at Hobby Lobby. It's just foam mounting tape. And I'm just going to cut a strip and place it right on the back. Then I'm going to peel that. I'll say I am. Okay. Before I cut myself. And then I'm just going to kind of stick that in, and I'm just going to create a couple of loops. No rhyme or reason, just let it live there wherever it wants to be. Cut off the excess, you don't want that sticking out. And then I'm just going to center that up, and there should be enough to keep it stuck. How cute is that? And then that frame is going to slide right on into there. Let's go ahead and put this piece together. And I may put a little more of that in. I don't know yet. So hopefully I've got all my flower pieces since I've got them messed up. Three. That goes there and that goes there. I think I have them right. Okay, so then we're going to put our flowers together. And I'm just going to put a dot of glue in the center. And then I'm going to get the 5 petals. And if you watched the box last night, it's going to go together basically the same in between. And then the one with the curve in it here, there's a petal that has a curve cut in it. We're going to sit that right in there. And it's not going to line up with all 3. It's not supposed to. We're just going to place those in there. And then we're going to go opposite on that one. I'm trying to make sure I have all my pieces. I'm missing a piece somewhere. No, that's it. I think that's it anyway. We're going with it. And then that small piece. And then this small piece. I love the Merry Christmas paper for this, to make this flower. And then we're just going to set that to the side because that's going to go in there with this. And we're going to put this one together. Same way. And I may have missed a couple of pieces or messed up, but that's okay. I'm going to live with it. Since I mixed up my flowers, just super simple, super easy. You can put a red truck in there. Like I said, family photos, just tons of stuff you can do. And I want to stay inside the frame because it's going inside that box. Now, if it's not going inside the box of the sleeve, you can, of course, do all sorts of things differently with it. So how do I want those in there? I think I liked that. Yes. So I am going to add some cord. So I'm just going to pull this out. It's stuck to my scissors. I am going to put that right there because this is going to go here. That'll work for me. And then I'm just going to let some of this cord loop around, and it doesn't have to be stuck everywhere. You can use some hot glue if you need to. I'm just going to place that there. Oops, get in there. Might need to put a little piece right there just to hold it. Mounting tape hates me. It never wants to peel right. There we go. Don't do that to me. There we go. Now we have that in there. I'm going to place some glue right in the center. Of both of those flowers. How cute is that? I love it. Love it, love it, love it. And a few Nuvo drops and we are done, guys. I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. And again, this was an experiment with the brushed paper in the frame. It is, in my opinion, better with solid core cardstock so you don't have the white lines. Because it really looks like a really good frame. And there you go. It's all framed up, ready to go to stand when they get it as a gift. If it's not too heavy, and it is too heavy, make sure that you cut your stand from the same material that you cut your base so that it will stand up. Mine's just a little too weak. I can stiffen it up. If I had done the whole thing with the true brushed, it probably would have stood just fine. And I may need to come up. I think I will make it just slightly larger so it comes at least halfway up. That may be part of the issue. So, but I will fix the file for you guys so it should work. You shouldn't have any problems. And you can build your frame with your card sleeve and give that to a friend at church or your neighbor or a teacher. Lots and lots and lots of stuff you can do with this. Family photos, you name it. You guys have a wonderful day and I'll catch you on the next video.